We're going to call these leaks, and work in progress potentially. Anything here could obviously change. The game for Madden 24 is not out yet, but there are people who've been able to get their hands on the game. By accident, some people had it shipped to them for whatever reason. Some people were able to just start up the game, and obviously there's always, street copies and stuff that happens here. So keep that in mind. This is all hopefully probably the first time you guys are hearing some of these things. So again, shout out to my guy who stays anonymous, who happens to have access, and I've seen it. So let's talk about a few things here for Madden 24. Again, some of this stuff could change, and there's some stuff that we've seen, and I'm big on still like surprises and reveals of stuff. So we're gonna leave some of that there. There's no like advantage to anything anyway. So let's start with a big thing. Apparently, you may be able to buy levels in your field pass this year. Okay, now I know that's going to be not so good news for some people and good news for other people. We kind of figured they would be able to do that. It's a thing in like all these other games, right? Like Fortnite, you can buy your way up on levels. So not surprising that they would have eventually added that. It makes sense. Yes, if you're in a money spent player, that will you'll feel the hurt on that one a little bit there, but I don't think it's not that bad. It's not that bad. A couple other things here. Again, could be true, could not be true. We saw Field Pass leaked rewards. We saw there was a Jalen Ramsey and a Reggie White and all that. Apparently those guys, when you put them all together, they start boosting each other. Just themselves though, including speed. So that's a thing. That's the first speed boost that I'd really heard of otherwise. But let's give you guys some news of things you may like to see. Theme teams. Do you guys build theme teams? Well, maybe you do. Let's check out theme teams here. So this is Madden 23. So when you're building a theme team, you would get, a +1 speed at 40 and a +1 speed at 50. And it made it basically like you should just run the legend theme team, right? And I feel like it kind of pushed people away from theme teams a little bit. And I was like, I don't like that you have to get 40 of a card. Maybe you don't need 40 for a speed boost anymore. Maybe it's going back to 25. And if you guys remember, we had a lot of super awesome theme team builds in the past when we had speeds at 25. So that if that's true, that is awesome. I really like that could be a thing. So that's pretty cool. Some other things which were a little off, alternate playbooks, which I like running the West Coast playbook. They don't appear to be in the game just yet. Doesn't mean that they won't be in the game. Same thing with like the rookie premiere stuff, not in the game yet. Again, that's probably more of a real day launch thing, but we'll see. It doesn't, maybe there's a way to get them. Hopefully there will be, because I like my alternate playbooks. And the other thing that we want to sort of just confirm, and I've talked about this with my guys, of like, what are they going to do with the AP? It looks like it's 6 AP right now. It looks that way. That feels really low for launch, unless abilities are all just really cheap. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. I would have guessed 10 or 12 was like, if my money was going on 10 or 12 AP to start. It's not that way currently. Again, that's something that could change. So if you don't know how it all really works, since people really, not designed to be on the game at this point, I have had in the past an early copy of the game, and there were things that were just constantly changing because they're obviously still working on the game. So like whenever we get like information from the MUT streams, I always say work in progress, and it's like sort of true, but like now it is really true. Okay, so if you see anything else from other people, that nothing that anyone says about the game is true 100% until it comes out. Just keep that in mind here, boys. Okay, get it? Got it? Good. W or L, if all that stuff is true, some of it's true, which one do you like the best? I think the field pass stuff is going to be the most divisive, but it's not surprising to me at all. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is I've seen a ton of people get banned from Madden 23, which really isn't a problem, but I've seen some people get banned. It said the email that they get says all Madden titles. That's complete garbage. EA, why are you banning people from across all Madden titles? Who cares what they did these past 2 days? Like you made packs so cheap. I guess people may have been trying to like move coins around to finish rookie premieres. That's possible. Understand why you may not like that, but hey, guess what? Who cares? Who like unban all these people and at least don't do the no, you can't play any Madden ban. That's so bad. I hate that so much. Like I really do. But like if maybe you're not getting 24 yet, the 23 coin method that we've talked about, it just prints. It just prints coins. Absolutely prints coins. It's ridiculous. It would be the biggest loophole we've ever had in the game. Except the game is over, right? But I will say this, it's really nice that something like this exists for someone like me, or when I come back in time. And I don't know if they did anything with odds, but if you guys remember, I had opened 150, 200 million in training, no golden tickets. Well, that changed at least. So we did finally break the streak. It's good to tell you guys that we did. Our first one was Patrick Mahomes. You saw there. So that's good. Like, I'm just happy that it ended, right? Not that it's a, tip your cap, toot my own horn sort of thing, but nonetheless, the streak did end. And then like not even that long after, we got another one. So it's just nice that I finally did get that done before 24. We got it done twice. So this should be Moss, right? So Randy Moss. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. I have some ideas of what I want to do when we come back to 23, because undoubtedly we'll come back, right? We like to do some throwback episodes once or twice a year on stuff. So that, but if you guys have any ideas for what maybe you would want to see for something like that, based on how everything is set up, like, let me know, and that's what we'll probably end up doing. But I did pull a ton of 99s doing this. Again, it was fun. It's fun. I know the game's dead. I don't care that the game's dead. It's still fun. It's still fun to go through a game, being able to open packs unlimitedly, basically, make coins, keep the 99s and stuff that you're pulling. It's nice. It's really nice. But I'm done. I believe today there's supposed to be a lot of the EA, we'll call them game changers, EA creators or whatever. They're going to be posting videos as well with screenshots and all that. Again, for anyone who's kind of not in that, the reason why like I wouldn't post any screenshots for anything and just sort of call it rumor at this point is because, I mean, that's what it is. But there's always like embargoes and all that sort of stuff. So like even in the past when I did end up with the game early, I was still had to hold playing the game and posting content. It's the same reason why when we see people, and I've seen quite a few people on Twitch and a couple people on YouTube streaming the game, and they get their stuff taken down, which you should. Like, you guys, if you get access to the game early, whichever game it is, doesn't have to be Madden or anything like that. Don't go streaming it or something like that. Just enjoy it for yourself. Have fun. You're one of the only people in the world that has it, and it's kind of a cool feeling. Like, it is kind of a cool feeling. I wish I had one early this year. I don't. Doesn't mean I didn't try. We just struck out. It was a bad strikeout, but it's fair. So, and I will never ask you guys to really help out with any of the stuff like that. We had but like for me, what would be great to be as a content creator and have it early, but I I'm fine. We'll play it on Monday at 8, hopefully. I believe that's the time. So I will see you guys then. More stuff tomorrow, maybe even later today. I don't know, but Madden season, boys. I'm out. Peace.